Do you ever pick up a Pokemon game and think to yourself, wow, I just wasted hours of my life playing a broken ass, ugly ass, unfinished ass game? Well, trust me, you're not alone. But do not fear, modders and ROM hackers are here to take our Pokemon enjoyment from zero to nostalgia and create some of the best Pokemon experiences you've ever played. Woo! Sup gamers, how we doing? You like what you saw in the intro? Yeah, you want to see more of that footage? Want to know what it's all about? Keep watching. Keep watching. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, I don't think it's very controversial to say that despite the Pokemon game's recent re-explosion of success, the quality of games us fans are getting is lackluster, to say the least. These recent games, not naming any game in particular, they ain't cutting it. The franchise has had a dictionary's worth of criticism levied at it. Bad graphics, too much hand-holding, too easy, too buggy, terribly written, rushed features cut. Look, even your mum joined in. I mean, it's gotta be bad at that point. She's normally one to hold her opinions. Now, while I don't think that all of this criticism holds water, a lot of it is really fair. But at the very least, these criticisms typify the average experience of longer-term fans of the franchise. Like myself, and I'm sure you. We were given great experiences playing Pokemon games as a kid, and we were given a whole set of expectations that up until this point, Game Freak and other associated developers who will not be named have failed to meet and have constantly fallen short of. Now, I know the BDSP hate train is a tired one. We're like, what, almost 3 years on from its release? But I was a Diamond Pearl baby, so you better count me in as the conductor of that train. If you've seen my video on Pokemon remakes, which if you haven't, go check it out, link in the description and card up there. If you've seen my video on Pokemon remakes, you would know exactly what I think about this abomination of a remake and Pokemon game. It is an exemplar of how to undercut expectations and disappoint as many fans of your product as possible. But if you don't lurk and contribute around the same communities that I do, you might have missed that BDSP has become one of the greatest opportunities for Pokemon fans since Generation 3. Patrick, what could you possibly mean? How could BDSP and Generation 3 be considered creative opportunities for the game? Jared, shut the fuck up. Don't talk. Not this video, not this time. Sorry about Jared. You know, he's a little bit, you know, we love him, you know. We love him, but he's a little bit, he's a maths teacher. Anyway, does he have no respect for the intelligence of my audience? You guys read the title, you guys can see the thumbnail. This is about the craziest developments in the Pokemon modding community as of late. They are absolutely nuts. You know what they say, modders do what Nintendo don't. Or I guess what Game Freak don't, or what the, look, I'm working on it. Let's just dive into the mods. BDSP mods. Now, the first of today's modding developments I'm going to show you are from Team Luminescence's project, Luminescent Platinum. These guys are really spearheading the BDSP modding movement, and even over just the last year have made some major breakthroughs. So just some background, Luminescent Platinum started as a small group of mods for BDSP, trying to port over famous DS ROM hacker Drayano's hack Renegade Platinum to BDSP. But since then, it has evolved into so much more. I'll break down the basic features in a moment, but oh my lord, look at that. Just watch this. Just watch this. Holy shit. Yeah, you remember how BDSP got shit for having no platinum features? Did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah, they have the whole fucking platinum story. They have the distortion world is in BDSP. The distortion world. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? This is not footage from platinum. This is BDSP footage. Oh yeah, and you did catch that. That's the mystery stage, the Sinjo Ruins. Yeah, from Heart Gold Soul Silver, the Arceus event. Yeah, that's in the mod. Like literally, this is what we were dreaming of. BDSP, not only what we were dreaming of, this is what we expected from BDSP when it was released. It's finally fucking here. Holy shit. Now, it's not only just the gameplay features and story features, it's also an entire aesthetic overhaul of BDSP to look like Platinum. At this point, from what I can see, a large majority of the map has already been converted from the Diamond and Pearl BDSP textures all the way to new Platinum textures to fit in with Platinum. This was initially, from what I can see, a joint effort between the Lewtwo Sigma Platinum Squad and the Lumi team, but now the Lumi team has a bunch of people on. Specifically recently, Tuxos115 has been putting out some absolute banger maps. Take a little gander at this. Twin Leaf Town and 201 in their snowy, platinum-y glory. Look at it. And look, what's this? Buck. That's right, Platinum Buck. And we got fire, lava, ash and smoke raining down from Stark Mountain. It's so beautiful. It genuinely gives me like an inexplicable sense of excitement that I just have to share with people, hence this YouTube video. Now, I think I speak for nearly everyone. I loved the more contrasty, vibrant, colorful maps and environments that Platinum had over Pearl, and this mod is bringing everything. Like, Re-Illuminated is bringing everything over to that Platinum look. It's so good, and it's executed so, like, it looks like it's from Ilka/Game Freak. Like, it looks like it was there from the beginning. But like I said, from what I can gather, they've done a bunch of it, not all of it yet, but going through all the footage that I've seen, it looks like a majority of Platinum is done, and they're planning to get all of BDSP moved over to look like Platinum. Also, new link, very recent, the Battle Frontier is coming back. Look, it's just in a like early model stage now, but they're working on it. It's coming. Finally, more fictional children and adults to humiliate in 3D Pokemon battles. And did I mention they're bringing the national Dex back? Dex it, more like a Dex. Anyway, the national Dex in BDSP. That's right, no Pokemon replacement, no weird workarounds, just Pokemon 001 all the way through to 890 in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. No more 493, we got the whole national Dex, and it's going to be expanded more on. I mean, this is a crazy breakthrough. It feels like just yesterday we had Ditto stand-ins for every Pokemon. Now, most of the things I've just talked about are yet to be publicly playable, unfortunately. Therefore, their new version that I showed the trailer for before, Re-Illuminated. But in the current version of Luminescent Platinum, there's still a ton of cool stuff. There's still a huge Dex expansion. All of the forms from the original 493 that came out in future games are now there. So that's like things like the Alolan forms, the Galarian forms, the Hisuian forms. And look, if you're an anime fan, they've also got you set with things like Armored Mewtwo and RTX on like Crystal Refraction Onyx. This shit looks wild. It looks amazing. Along with that, there's also a bunch of quality of life changes that the team has added in, including Heart Gold and Soul Silver style walking Pokemon. No more of those weird, like glitchy walk stuff happening. They're just gonna stick right behind you. Pokemon given their true in-law size. Look at the Turnamax Eternatus. That is crazy. 60 frames per second fixes, removing some of the T-pose offenders left over from Sky battles like Skarmory. Look at these new animations, they look really sick. PLA style move relearning, instant honey trees, smoother and faster fights, Nuzlocke features like toggleable level caps, toggleable XP share, toggleable affection, trade evolution fixes, and also all the quality of life features added by Drayano in Renegade Platinum. It seems to me, if you can think of it, the geniuses over at Team Luminescent are already implementing it. Now, it doesn't mean that everything that they're working on is going to be in Re-Illuminated, but they've researched, discovered, implemented some other crazy things that we originally thought were impossible. I mean, you might have seen this a little while ago, but like proportional overworld player model injection. Like, are you looking at this? Do you see this? Is this not what we wanted from the start? Is this not what we dreamed of when we thought of these games? Death to the Chibis. Long live Proportional Dawn. Fucking look at her running shit. Long arms. Long legs. She's a whole package, baby. Also, Megas. Goddamn Mega Evolution in BDSP. With their own new animations that look super sick. And like, again, this isn't some gimped workaround shit. This is like fully functional Mega Evolution. They got the goddamn Lucario. Look at my boy, look at him Mega Evolve. Anyway, a bunch of this stuff is being worked on by Yisuno. Go follow their Twitter. They're like the god of BDSP modding marketing. They always have cool shit popping up on my timeline. Like these new move animations for Pokemon, look at them. They look so fucking cool. When I thought of 3D, when X and Y were announced and I was like 3D Pokemon, this is what I was thinking of. Like, this was the level of expression and coolness that I was thinking of. Pure cinema, if you ask me. Not a chef, but still. Now, like I said, this isn't all gonna be in re-illuminated, and the team is very clear about that. But they have shown that it is possible if you wanna implement it yourself. So if you're a budding programmer, modeler, or animator, look, give it a go, bring it to the masses. Seize the day, carpe diem, make my dreams everyone else's reality. Because we all know that that's the world that I wanna live in, and I have the best dreams, so you should use mine. I will be linking Team Luminescence's Discord in the description, so you can go check out their stuff for yourself. Please follow their rules and be respectful and kind. Do not beg on your knees for features. They are not wizards, just human. Super nice humans, but just human. So if you go in and act like a cunt, they're probably gonna kick you. So keep that in mind. Kindness and respect. I mentioned before, but Sigma Platinum is also another BDSP mod that's being worked on by Lewtwo and his team. It's recently ramped up development again. There isn't too much out there on visuals and scope of this revamp of the mod, but Lewtwo said the general scope is they're looking to make a mod that's in line with Game Freak's Heart Gold Soul Silver and Auras, that sort of vibe, which is awesome because Heart Gold Soul Silver and Auras are amazing games. So this mod is probably going to be amazing, and if you've seen any of Lewtwo's stuff before, it's super duper high quality. So look forward to future updates about that. Lewtwo's Twitter and Discord will be linked in the description if you want to give that a look. Now that's sort of the BDSP modding scene surmised. It's so awesome that one of the plights of the Pokemon game franchise is being used by modders to create the greatest shit either of us have ever seen. Like, it's so cool. I cannot explain how excited this stuff makes me. I'm so excited to try it out once it's eventually released. I hope you are too. These are going to end up being the coolest player experiences out there. I seriously still can't believe that a group of modders with no major funding, no major backing, and no resources are making a better, more feature-rich, more fan-focused game than ILCA ever did. Or maybe even could, quite frankly. This is peak fandom. This is passion. And we support passion. All right, next group of mods. Nintendo DS hacking. Let me take you on a journey back in time to the beginning of 2020. I was a recently graduated, starry-eyed, heart full of hope, brain full of endless opportunities, little man who had just written a short 6,000-word essay to the creator of a Heart Gold Soul Silver hack to suggest some balance changes he should make to the Fire-type starters. I kid you not, I did do this. Here it is. I'm not gonna upload it or put a link to it because it's cringe, all right? I don't want you reading that shit. It's cringe as fuck. Also, don't do that. I'm pretty sure sending essays of that long to people is like a form of harassment. So do as I say, not as I do. But to be fair to me, I did get put on the balance team after sending that in, so it is what it is. But RIP project rebooted. You will be missed at the gates. Also, vendor, if you're watching, sup. So I started hacking my own ROMs in 2018 for personal play, and since then I've been a consistent lurker and occasional contributor to the NDS ROM hacking community. And I love this community. It's full of such smart, talented, and amazing people. And just for you guys, I'd like to go over some of the coolest developments that have come up in the scene that I haven't seen anybody cover. You thought I got excited about BDSP mods? This is a whole nother complete level of absolute crazy passion. And I don't know, but this is my bread and butter, this is my shit. So first thing up on the chopping block is probably the all-time GOAT, the GOAT of the GOATs of NDS ROM hacking, Drayano. If you've heard anything about NDS ROM hacks, or even just heard the word, it was probably followed by the word Drayano. His difficulty hacks are absolutely legendary and have inspired people such as myself. A Twitter convo I had with Dre back in 2018 probably was the initial domino that set me on the path to where I am today, so thank you so much, Dre. But if you want to get an idea of NDS hacks and like experience what they are, Drayano is probably a great starting point. And, you know, like I mentioned before, I recommend Renegade Platinum. It's just a really polished, all-round great mod. It's a blast of a difficulty hack, and it also adds a ton of new story changes, pacing changes, rebalanced Pokemon, and a ton of cool quality of life features. Drayano is also recreating one of his most popular hacks, Sacred Gold and Storm Silver, to get it in line with all of the crazy major developments that are happening in the DS scene. It's called Aurora Crystal. It's not out yet, but it will be out soon. I'll link Drayano's Twitter below so you can get updates on that. But oh, major changes in the DS scene? Whoa, baby, this gets crazy. There are 4 projects I want to highlight for you today that just show the absolute spelling of this. The first one is a modified base for Heart Gold Soul Silver called HG Engine. And it brings some absolutely wild shit that was thought to be impossible on the DS for so long. We are talking groundbreaking stuff. And it's all in Pokemon Heart Gold, stable and flexible. Mega evolution. You heard me right, megas in a DS game in Generation 4, in Heart Gold. Like no bullshit, no smoke and mirrors, megas. And you might be thinking, whoa, that's weird. What's Ordino doing there? What Pokemon is Ordino replacing? That's right, it's not replacing anything. We got Dex expansion. Not a full national Dex, but look, it took them 15 years to get this far. Give them a break. But we got Pokemon all the way from Gen 1 all the way up to Gen 6 at this point with future plans to expand. And a Dex expansion means all the new moves and abilities that brings into the game. And guess what? They're there, they're stable for the first time in forever. HG Engine is legit. Literally legit. There's also item expansion, the fairy type is in there, stable finally. Move expansion, PC space expansion, much more in-depth trainer customization, and so much more. So any day now we will be getting a barrage of new Heart Gold hacks with all of these changes, so keep your eyes peeled for those ones. HG Engine has a ton of contributors, so I'm just gonna link the GitHub below. You can check all of them out there. I'm also gonna put down Blurose's Twitter because there are a bunch of awesome pieces of footage on his Twitter, if you want to check that out. The next project is this Pokemon Platinum hack that recreates all of Sinnoh in the Gen 5 black and white style. Look at this project. It is so beautiful. The cherry blossoms, the autumn leaves, the snowy landscapes. The Gen 5 art style was honestly peak, and it's so amazing to see Sinnoh recreated in this gorgeous look. I mean, you've probably seen footage of this making the rounds a while ago. It's been in development for a long time, but it is not dead by any means. The creator, Silast, I'll link his Twitter here, still puts updates regularly on his Twitter, so please follow that if you're interested. He's even adding a bunch of cool events and special locations for new content that totally thematically and aesthetically fits. It's so awesome. Again, please check out his Twitter, show him some love. This hack, again, doesn't have a release date, but it's still in development. It's closer than it was a year ago to being out, so yeah. So don't go harass the man for a day. Just enjoy the art he puts out and enjoy the game when it eventually does come out. All right, next up, Light Platinum. Now, you've probably also heard of this one, but it was probably also about 10 years ago. It's a port of a GBA hack by the same name, but it's also so much more. The creator of Light Platinum for the DS is Michael N, another one of the all-time goats of NDS ROM hacking. And yes, he is still working on this project. Every time I see a Light Platinum Twitter drop, I am blown away. The execution, the art style, just look at this. It's beautiful. There is just so much here. Overworld Pokemon, a backported Dex Nav feature that looks like it's first party. It looks so good. And just the most beautiful visuals and colors. It absolutely nails the Gen 4 style. Go follow the Light Platinum Twitter and enjoy. Okay, if you've made it this far in the video, you deserve a treat. The hack I'm about to show you is probably the culmination of all the greatest achievements made in the NDS hacking community throughout all time. And it's spearheaded by one of the nicest and most talented people in this community I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. Legends Arise Trinity Enigma. This hack has the best art, the best features, the best soundtrack, the best of literally everything that I've seen out of this community. Again, like Silast's hack, this is a platinum-based game in Sinnoh that is using the Gen 5 art style. But it's also a complete reimagining of Sinnoh. The new story, new characters, and completely revamped routes, towns, and environments. I just want to play you clips from this hack for hours, but I'll just showcase some things here super quickly. Here's a snippet from the trailer. holy shit, right? I'll play you some more footage, but just listen to the track that the creator made for this game. Like, listen to these tracks. They're so fucking sick. I make music in this style. Like, you know my outro song, this one? Yeah, I made that for a fan game that will probably never see the light of day. I went to music school for this shit. But this guy, he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Like I've said, a ton of people are the GOAT at this point. It's really a sort of strongest hacker in history versus strongest hacker of today sort of deal. But he is him. But who is he? Well, he goes by AdAstra on Twitter and in other spaces, so please give him a follow and show him some love. Link in description as always. The footage I'm showing you right now isn't even half of it. This shit is so cool. I am so excited for it. I can't even express. Again, it's unreleased with a release date to be decided. So don't go blowing up his replies begging for it. Just appreciate the art. It will be out eventually. We will all get to enjoy it. Just send love and support. That's all these creators want. They just want their work to be seen and resonate with people. So please, for all these creators, go give them a look. All their links are in the description. Go check them out. It's the least we can do. But in light of the recent Yuzu, Citra, and Relic Castle debacles, I'm kind of worried about the hacking and modding communities. For those who aren't caught up, Nintendo basically forced Yuzu and Citra, Switch and 3DS emulators, to cease operations and pay damages for basically detailing how to do piracy and for facilitating it. I don't think that's going to be a huge issue for modders and hackers, but don't make it one. Don't be stupid and ask for instructions on these servers on how to pirate something. Be smart, be careful, and be lawful out there. The Relic Castle shit though, that's scary. Just random DMCAs being thrown down for seemingly no reason. Fuck that. Maybe TPCI has got some plans for a Mario Maker-esque Pokemon game in the work, and that's why they're shutting down fan game development and distribution. Who knows? But that TPC legal hammer being swung around gets some people sweating. And maybe the modding and hacking communities that we're just getting so hyped on right now might be nothing but dust in the near future. But if they are to be wiped off the earth at some point in the future, at the gates. Let's do our best to cherish and support these communities as they exist now. I know for a fact that nearly everybody working on these projects doesn't get paid. They just do it because they're passionate about it. They love doing this. They want to make shit and they want people to experience it. They're all projects from people who just love Pokemon and want to share it. Protect passion, nurture passion, encourage it. So again, go check out all the links that I've left in the description and show these creators, artists, programmers, saints, frankly, some love. Let's hope this video gets just the right amount of eyes on it. I want these people's hard work and passion to be seen by everyone except the Pokemon companies and Nintendo's legal eyes. No Nintendo eyes. So that's about it. This is my love letter to BDSP modding and NDS hacking. I know it isn't my usual content, and trust me, I'll be back to screaming to a microphone about theories and speculation shortly. But now that I have a few eyes on me, I just really wanted to show off the hard work and passion in these communities that I love so dearly. Oh, and that coup video your mum is dying for, it's a coming, don't worry about that. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my Twitter at PatrickYourMum, and I will see you at the gates.